Oh, yeah. Geekshow Helpdesk. Back
It's here.
again.
We're here. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Man,
That's
I
how
could have
we're-
sworn we
Tuesday,
just,
my
I
dude.
could have sworn we just recorded.
I feel like that.
Like
Tony.
four
did.
times in the last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
we recorded on Thursday last week, so there hasn't been as much of a break in between.
And that was a long episode.
It was 90 minutes.
It was a long
and
episode.
I am committing right now to have that up on YouTube before the end of this week. I'll just put a picture or something for the video because there was no video recorded on that one, just audio.
Ooh, we should do the picture of Owen with the VR headset on.
That's not funny.
Yeah, you should. I also want to make note. I listened to the
I don't think we're
episode,
gonna do that.
and I listened to it on 1.5 speed. And I'll tell you what, the Jaren pauses at 1.5 speed are just so much better.
Yeah,
They
that's
feel normal?
what my
'Cause they're-
intent is. Oh, what's your name? Lando.
Because they're 50% shorter.
Yeah.
I
50%
see.
shorter.
I see. All right, this is Geekshow Help Desk, where we talk about tech, gadgets, and science-related things. Let's kick it off by introducing our panelists. We'll start over here, top right, center, just top right. It's Owen.
Hey, here I am. Still here.
Owen-ing it up.
Yep. That's
All
it.
right. He's underneath the guy that's Owen-ing it up. He's Jaren.
Hey, that's an honor right there. I'm Jaren. You can find me on Geekshow Arcade or on Blue Sky at Geronius.
Nice. And next to him, we got Lando.
Hey, it's Lando. Happy to be here. You can find me here. You can find me on the arcade. I wish I did the social medias, but the things I do on social media is consumption-based only. I do not produce, so there's no reason to follow me anywhere else. It's usually just retweets and things like that, and you don't want that. But anyway, I'm Lando. I'm happy to be here. I'm more tech-oriented than I am game-oriented. My favorite color is blue. My favorite college is UVU. And I like long walks on the beach.
You like
That's me.
sushi?
Dude, sushi's the best. I think we have a host who also likes sushi. His name's Tony.
Do I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, check me out on Blue Sky. I Blue Sky occasionally. It is a lot of lurking, though, and reposting, if I'm being honest, or on other Geek Show podcasts. All right. You know what? I know we have some emails today. I know it. Jaren, is this true?
Feeling it.
We got the emails.
Yes.
There it is.
All right, we got an email from El the Profane Triumphant.
What a name.
Yeah.
All right.
About monitors. Hello, tech gents.
Yep.
Eso vato loco lamborari.
Is that and Lando? Is that what he just said?
He
This
said in
crazy dude,
this crazy guy.
Lamborari.
Is that like a different Lambo?
I feel like I'm just
Lambo
insulted
Ferrari.
in another language. And I do
Yeah.
not enjoy
Eso
it.
vato is good. Don't
Maybe
worry
it's a
about
good thing. Maybe
What's
they
up?
complimented me.
Crazy
That's
dude.
what I'm going to go with.
Crazy dude. Yeah.
I'm awesome.
Crazy dude.
it. I'm about to become a remote project engineer, PE. And I'm looking
Nifty.
for a monitor/monitors. As a PE, I build project schedules, create submittals, and submit documents, read blueprints and specs, and for lunch, watch some YouTube or play Marvel Snap. I'm a Bushi man.
Bougie.
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 Bushi. It says SH.
Yeah, I think he meant bougie.
Let's give him
Bushy.
let's get. He's a bushy man.
Bushy.
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 He's a
Bushy.
Maybe he's got a good beard, like
Yeah.
the Tony.
Bushman?
Okay, I gotta look this up. Bushy.
Keep her in the email. Let Tony Google.
Cold and windy windy weather?
Okay. Well,
Hey, let's if
It's
he's
something.
living in Utah, he's doing it right. If that's what he is.
Wait. Adventure Time Wiki. Bushy is a supposed alien with the ability to communicate through a blue-haired banana guard.
Not
He first
that.
appears in the episode High Strangeness.
I like it. Well, we've got
Okay.
him on the line. Let's read his email.
Unless you believe something like that would be too fancy for what I do.
Something like what?
He's looking for a more mid-high to high-end monitor. The only feature I am not willing to sacrifice is OLED. Below are the ideas I've been looking for. Also, should I get one large monitor or two monitors? You'll know.
I have the answer to the last part.
What you homies know about monitors, please do tell. L, the Profane Triumphant. I have opinions, especially after CES.
I also
Yeah, go
have
get the
opinions.
LG OLED, the tandem OLED. Done.
No.
Oh.
Well, it depends on the size.
They're only 27-inch right now.
Yeah, you're right. Well, the
there's the one
RGB
32
stripe
inch.
ones are only 27.
Yeah, there's the
So,
one tandem from LG that's 32 inch.
If you want to go OLED and it's mainly for work, I would suggest an RGB stripe OLED, which is brand new as of this year. We saw them at CES. Any current gen QD OLED monitor or the 27-inch LG panel that has primary tandem RGB stripe. I think I got that right. Anyway, this is the typical subpixel arrangement, like all monitors that have come before it. So text looks clear, just like old monitors used to be. The problem with older generation QD OLEDs and OLEDs is it's not a standard subpixel arrangement, and Windows is trained only on the standard subpixel arrangement.
Yep.
So
the text comes out looking goofy sometimes.
Yeah, it does. A
Not as
little
sharp as
color
it should.
fringy,
Yeah.
just a little weird. So if you don't want to sacrifice OLED, I would go for the new gen that was just announced. Lando, what were you going to say?
Yeah, so I have opinions on the big monitor or two smaller monitors. I am firmly in the one big monitor camp.
Me
so
too.
for
Interesting.
what we do, it works. And the other thing that I really need on my monitor is a built-in dock, right? So at UVU, I've settled in buying for me and my team. They're Dell monitors, they're LCD panels, they're not OLEDs, they're not like top of the line, like the best looking, but we're doing work, right? Like it doesn't matter too much to me. But they're $600. They're 43-inch monitors with a USB-C dock, and it's literally one cable for everything. It's got network built into the monitor. It's got all the things USB. So it's literally one USB-C in my laptop, and I'm going. I'm up and running. And not only that, but the one big monitor, I like better because I'm the kind of guy who just has Windows sprawled everywhere, right? And I use the Windows management features in the Mac OS to make my life easier. And the separations of the lines and the bezels on two different monitors hurts my brain. I hate it so much. It feels like two separate workspaces to me. And I don't want to have to decide which one goes where. I just want a 4K giant big monitor that can just do everything I need it to do. Without having to segregate spaces.
At work, I have a 4K ultra wide, and I used to have two 1440p prior to that. And I got to say, I like the one monitor ultra wide, mainly for spreadsheets, because sometimes spreadsheets have many, many, many columns, and stretching it out as far as I could possibly ever want is just fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm a dual monitor guy. My work monitor setup is one 1440p wide and one 1440p portrait. And so I like having the different.
Helps with those Excel sheets, right?
It helps mostly with.
It does not.
No,
You don't
it
like
helps
it?
mostly with just the way I like to view my data. So I get lots of scrolling on the portrait style,
I used it
or
for
less scrolling, I
ChatGPT.
should say. And
I used to be that guy.
But I like the option of having one monitor, because then I have my laptop open at the same time. So on my laptop, I have one set of things. On my portrait one, I have like Teams and Outlook, and then on my other monitor, I have usually the Edge browser that has all
if you're the
stuff
kind
I
of
need
guy
access.
who organizes your life like that, you're like, this one is for these things, and this monitor is for these things, and this monitor is for these things.
Yeah.
Separate monitors is for you, for sure. If you're like me, who's like, whatever.
Do the hodgepodge drives me nuts.
I just hodgepodge it wherever I go.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I'll leave email windows open to remind myself to go back to those email windows. You know what I'm saying?
I
do
work
that too.
similarly to that.
I do that
Like,
too. I just leave that on one of the screens.
My mind can't be bothered to organize my screen when it's like
That's
in
a
a
way
flow,
to say it.
in a
What
flow
about
state.
what
Yeah.
about the multiple displays, like the multiple desktops? Do you guys ever use that on Mac OS or Windows?
I do
Negative.
not. I don't
do.
use it.
I know
Windows,
some-
Mac, or anything.
I know some power
can't
users
anyway.
that do that, but to me, that's like hiding a whole other computer inside of a computer, and it might as well not exist.
I
Because
agree.
my brain's like, if I already had
Exactly.
problems with other monitors, I couldn't do those
I don't have
desktops.
that issue at all. I know what's on that other desktop that I just slide over to get to when I want it. And I
You
slide
use it,
back.
Tony?
Oh yeah.
You use the
Out of
desktop?
sight,
I
out of
want to.
mind.
I want to so bad because it looks
man.
so cool, and I would feel so organized. What I've done is I'll go shut down my computer, and then like 3 desktops are like, what about this? Oh,
I'm
Why
with
did I do that?
Jaron. The organization breaks the flow state. That's the best way to say it.
The organization keeps my flow state. Is how it works for
That's
me.
fair. Your
Yeah,
brain's
it's
your
just
brain's a
different.
Tony brain.
Just
That's
different.
okay.
And for multiple desktops, like if I hide candy, I don't realize I have
No.
candy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, me
if
too.
a window
It's a
is
surprise
hidden,
later.
I don't realize I have that window.
It's a surprise later when I find a bag of sour candy on top of my fridge as I put there, and I'm like, wow, what a joy.
Thanks
It doesn't
for
work.
that, Owen.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work though for computer stuff because it's usually work.
I found
And I'm
$100
like-
in my winter coat pocket this year, and boy howdy, I usually
See?
hate past Lando, but at that moment,
Yeah.
freaking the $80 cash
guy.
money, it was
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I get it.
All right. Well, thanks for writing in. There's a very convoluted answer, basically giving you options in every direction and no help whatsoever.
Choose what suits you.
Yeah.
Hey, the RGB stripe suggestion I think is bang on.
I think
Right?
it is too, except it's going to be expensive.
Yeah,
And he
it
said
is.
mid to high, and that's pure high.
Well, he said high too, so that counts.
Maybe.
All right, email from Jason Eatman. This is what we were going to read last week, but we didn't because
They waited for me.
Lando wanted to do this one, and he was not with us because of our terrible internet. He says, "Hi guys, thanks for the podcast. I look forward to it each week. My personal choice for energy drinks is NOS. I am type 1
choice.
diabetic, so normally drink the sugar-free variety. I will dip into a full leaded version when blood glucose goes low and I have a lot of physical labor in front of me at work. Could you give NOS a rating and give me a different / equivalent, as I have only ever enjoyed NOS?" Jason Eatman.
So Lando drank regular and grape, and I and Owen have been drinking NOS for years and years.
Yes.
I have slept on NOS for whatever reason
Oh,
in my
really? Was that your
brain.
first NOS?
This is my first.
Oh,
That's why
bro.
I want to be the guy.
Yeah.
So you get a fresh review.
It's like a better Red Bull.
Oh, it
I
makes Red Bull taste stupid.
Like,
Like,
even the
so
original NOS,
The NOS
which is a flavor.
It's a
what's the-
passion fruit
Yeah.
citrus, and
Yeah.
it is.
I would not say passion fruit. My first thought was like, oh, this is good grapefruit. But then the
It's
more I
yeah.
drank, it morphed into pineapple with grapefruit notes for me.
Well,
Is what it went
it's
to.
it's a tropical, and I believe I looked
Tropical.
it up once, and it was passion fruit. Like that was the main flavor with other tropical flavors around it. But
I also
anyway,
liked the fact that it only had 160 milligrams of caffeine, not 200 for a. How many ounces is this guy? 16 ounce
16.
can. So it's a bigger can with a little less caffeine, which is nice because I can sip it for longer. Because I have the opposite problem as Tony, whereas I just suck the drink down as fast as I can.
I do
because
as
it
well.
tastes so yummy.
Yep, I do the same.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 minutes. It's gone. Like for me, I pound them.
I
Yeah.
drank
So anyway, this is I for whatever reason, NOS felt like I don't know some weird like fringe energy drink to me for whatever reason. So I've never really bought it before because it didn't seem like a name brand energy drink or something. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Well,
I just can't.
It's interesting too because I don't think you're alone in that. They never really advertised much, but they are one of the OGs. They've been around
are.
for like 15 years, like maybe longer.
Yeah.
And so,
But the brand recognition is not nearly as strong as it is for like Red Bull
yeah, or Monster
Or
or
Monster,
Rockstar.
or
Yeah.
Monster or whatever. So anyway, they're both very good. The grape was fantastic. The grape is like Welch's, but not as sugar forward, if that makes sense. With a slight, ever so slight tang, which I really liked. Like the grape was like my jam. I was surprised at how much I liked the grape.
need
The
it in the
caffeine kick was also
sugar-free.
good too.
They need that grape in the sugar free, but I'll take Welch's Ghost.
Yeah, I typically don't drink sugar-free energy drinks because I want the sugar rush to help with energy. So that's me. Anyway, NOS. I give it a 8.5 out of 10. The grape one's probably an 8.7 out of 10. I liked it better.
Nice. So I think Jason, right? Justin.
Yep, Jason.
Jason. I hope when you buy the NOS, you're buying the NOS Zero because NOS had a sugar-free version before they came out with NOS Zero. About I want to say 3 years ago, they came out with Zero and completely redid the flavor with NOS Zero, and I think it's one of the best zero sugar energy drinks that's trying to copy the flavor of a sugary energy drink. And so I buy anytime NOS Zero is on sale, I'm buying a case. I have 3 cases in
Wow.
in my
Telling ya.
vault right
It's
now because
fantastic.
whenever it's on sale, I snap a case up.
Yeah,
because it's so
especially because the difference between the NOS Zero and the NOS is almost negligible. Like
That's
you
what
can,
I mean,
You
like,
can tell, right? Like you can
you-
tell
you
it's
don't
sugar free,
get-
but
you don't get that kind of more depth that the sugar flavors give.
yeah.
But the flavor itself is really freaking close.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting.
yeah, and it's got
Anyway.
200 milligrams caffeine per can. Oh yeah.
How much does regular NOS have?
160.
The other thing that I enjoyed about NOS is that the price point is a little bit cheaper than Red Bull, too, which is nice.
Yep.
So a 16-ounce can of NOS is cheaper than the 12-ounce can of Red Bull, which I thought was also nice. So yeah, now I'm gonna have extra troubles at the gas station when I'm looking at energy drinks. I'm like, well, do I get a Red Bull or do I get a NOS? So I do like the OG Red Bull. I like the OG Red Bull a lot.
Yeah. Yep. We got some people commenting Onyx on the different times that different energy drinks were introduced, and
You guys, Jolt
Balls.
Cola.
Balls
You guys-
was one of the OGs. Jolt Cola was energy drinks before there was energy drinks.
Yeah, I used
Right.
to have like 2 of those, 3 of those a day.
Holy moly!
I would have so much of that, and it was absolutely unregulated at that time.
Yeah,
Like-
but it actually didn't have that much. It had
No,
like
it didn't.
It had like double the
It
caffeine
was like
of Coke.
100. It was like 100 milligrams or
think-
150 instead of because a can of Coke has 50 something.
Can of Coke has 37, and I
Really?
think Jolt Cola had like 65. Or something.
Oh, okay. I used to drink so many of those.
So
I felt so wired.
yeah, well, I used to feel wired off regular Mountain Dew back in
Yeah.
the day. You know,
I
So-
remember the first time I had a 5-hour energy. It was actually at CES way back in the day when it first came out. They were handing them out for free at CES. I got a couple of them. Remember the first time I had a 5-hour energy? Like I got the Nicene or the Nactin Flash or whatever it's called, where my skin turns red and I feel warm and fuzzy. I'm like, what is happening?
nice and
And I got all
fresh.
paranoid. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, freaking 5-hour energy kicks hard because you're drinking an ounce and a half, and it's got 180 milligrams of caffeine, I think, in 1
All
ounce.
at once. Yeah, this was
And
back
as
when I was
much
in high
vita-
school,
and
2005.
way more vitamin B than your body can absorb, so you just pee it out. But anyway, yeah, nice, cool. Any other emails?
Nope.
All right. Well, that'll take us right into the official carbonation station.
Was mine unofficial?
Yours was extra bonus,
Answering
because
email.
it was asked for as an answer to an email.
You got the fresh review.
The other one I got was it's also a new one. Just came out from Monster Strawberry Shot.
Is this that one you got down there in Vegas? Yeah.
Nope, I didn't. I got this.
Oh.
I found this one here first, actually.
Oh, okay.
Like the week before I went down. But it comes in a 0 sugar and a sugary flavor, and it is honestly just Monster or Monster Zero Sugar with some strawberry flavoring injected. And so, if you like strawberry and you like Monster, you're gonna like this. It's fine. It's good. You know, I'd give it like a 8 flavor wise, maybe higher if you really like strawberry hint on your Monster. And it's got all the same other regular ingredients as Monster. So there you go. Monster and NOS tag teaming it today. Let's see. Time for stories. Let's start with the Intel story. I think we started with Intel and Arcade first, so we'll start with Intel here first too.
Oh, that's me.
That's you.
So we talked about Intel Panther Lake in Arcade, but this
Yep.
is more about their Intel Foundry. Foundry, is that what it's called?
Yeah, their Foundry production stuff.
Yeah. So their 18A process is what Panther Lake is built on, and it seems to be doing all right for Intel. Anyway, it's a 2 nanometer process, which is neat. But they haven't really had any large orders from third-party companies, and that's the problem because they invested all this money for these new processes, and they're not really getting any uptake at all.
Well, they ended up even just scoping it down, saying we're only going to use it for our products at this point. I don't even think they're taking orders from other people for it anymore.
You'd think since TSMC is so bogged down with pretty much every other company in the world taking orders.
Why would you not run to Intel if they finally have a viable foundry option? You know.
Exactly. But they're already touting their 14A process, which should be the 1.4 nanometer process. Apparently, there's some early interest in that, which is positive. So hopefully they land some customers because more competition is good.
Yep.
But it's sounding like they're hoping to land at least one sizable external customer with substantial volume, and this would just be good for everyone. So
And it
I'm
uses-
hoping Intel is back on the upswing.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And it also uses the second generation version of their gate-all-around transistors, which is also a bump up in efficiency and performance. So
So what
Cool.
comes after 1 nanometer?
that's where we get into the big question, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Of course, they were also asking this question back when they were doing like 90 nanometers, and they were saying can't get shorter than 90 nanometers or smaller. I think it was, or it might have been 45 at the time. Anyway, the point is they were saying there's too many issues with production and issues with the chip running, some quantum tunneling issues, I believe is what they called it back in the day. I don't know if it was actually quantum tunneling, but they worked past those. So who's to say they won't work past this as well?
And like the story we talked about a couple weeks ago, they might just start building up rather than trying to shrink things down.
Yep. Cool. All right. Let's see. Guess what? Apple's going to pull an Adobe. They're going to bundle their software together for a monthly fee.
Like Adobe, though, you can
What does
still
that mean?
buy it separately.
Oh, you're still going to be able to buy it separately.
What software are we
Okay.
talking about? Tell
Final
me more.
Cut
Say
Pro
more words.
and Logic Pro into one subscription.
A lot more than that. Pixelmator
Well,
Pro,
That's the one
which
they mentioned specifically at the top. Yes.
which is the pro version of the Pixelmator app that they bought a couple years back. Motion, compressor, main stage. So like all of their professional apps. And plus they're saying that they'll add additional features to like Numbers, Keynote, and
Yeah,
what's
but
the
nobody uses
word
those.
one. No one uses Numbers, like seriously.
Pages and yes,
Pages, that's it.
Yeah.
I could see using Pages in Keynote.
Yeah, that's true.
I used
you-
Pages in high school.
Pages is decent. My wife uses Pages, and she likes it. And I've used Keynote for a little bit, and it's
It's fine.
it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But Numbers,
Numbers sucks. Numbers
Unless-
sucks hard.
unless you are an extremely light spreadsheet user, I wouldn't inflict Numbers upon my.
I would use
users.
Google
My
Sheets
worst
before I
enemies.
use Numbers.
Google Sheets at that point, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one thing that is pretty neat about this though is the price. They are coming in super aggressive on pricing, and for all of these programs, it's $13 a month or $130 a year.
That's
That is
cheap.
crazy cheap for like Logic alone.
Yeah. So you
And
can
Final
really
Cut?
tell.
Man.
They're
Yeah,
trying.
Final
to,
Cut alone that would be an incredible deal. But the fact you get both Logic and Final Cut,
Yeah.
Is that
Trying
is that
to-
promotional? They're going to do it for a time like
No,
that, or is
Doesn't
that long
say.
term?
Just
Oh.
says that's what it is. And so you can tell they're really trying to horn in on Adobe's a basic monopoly.
Yeah.
I pay. So if I were to buy separately Premiere and Audition that we need to do this show, it's $50 a month for both of those.
dang.
And
Have
they
you ever-
don't offer an option to buy it separately anymore, like
It's
a
all in
license.
one.
It's all.
Yeah.
It's you have to buy the subscription, and then they offer for I think it's 60 or 65 a month. You can get the entire suite, like everything Adobe has. And so the way you get around that is you basically just say I'm going to cancel. And they'll be like, "Oh, we'll give you a year of the suite for $40 a month." It's like, "Oh, okay."
Have you ever
So-
explored using the open source stuff like GIMP too? And
I have a little bit
And
Audacity things
yeah.
like
Audacity is serviceable. It's
I
actually
use
pretty okay.
I use Audacity pretty
Has
heavily.
it gotten
but
better? Last time I used it was like a decade ago. and
It got
was-
bought by
It's gotten
somebody.
better.
It got bought by somebody, and they bundle in with their Muse, something called Muse.
Yeah.
But I still use it for audio processing quite a bit, and it works. It works with API, which is what I really need.
I don't
So-
think I would use it as a main audio DAW, but for just doing light audio editing,
Yeah.
it's completely fine.
I gave up on it a long time ago because it didn't used to support multi-track editing. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if it does now.
It does now.
Does it do it now? Nice. All
Yeah,
right.
it's really nice.
Well,
One
there you
thing Adobe has over Apple is Windows support. which
Window-
Apple doesn't have.
It's got
That's-
Windows support.
that's fair.
And I would say
Yeah.
it probably has a larger user base with more answers to questions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, if you're going to look things up, it'd be like when I was a network engineer, it'd be like, well, we're going to get Aruba stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
Cisco stuff. You ever have any questions? Someone's already had that question with Cisco stuff online, and they're going to have the
Yeah.
answer posted.
It's
I'll tell
already
you about the Cisco outage we had last week. Holy moly, it was nuts.
So, all right. Now let's talk about. We got another Apple story here.
Yeah, this
They're,
one,
I don't
this
like
one,
this
I'm going to give a shout out
all.
to Interrupting Cow. This one's from Interrupting Cow in the Super Secret Discord.
Yep.
He posted this, and I found it interesting. I'm like, I want to talk about this on the podcast and see what the panel has to say. So Siri has announced that
Siri?
Apple has announced that Apple and Google have entered into a multi-year collaboration under which the next generation of Apple foundational models will be based on Google's Gemini models and cloud technologies. These models will help power future Apple intelligence features, including a more personalized Siri coming this year.
So it took over a year and a
blows.
half for them to fail.
Yeah,
Finally, purchased a solution from someone else.
but they purchased
Yes.
the worst one.
Well,
no,
Gemini
that-
has gotten a lot
Oh,
better
okay,
with the
that's
latest
good.
model.
Gemini-
I haven't tried it in a long time.
It's
because
gotten really good.
It made me
I know people that are hardcore ChatGPTers that have moved to Gemini.
Really?
really.
Yep.
Last June, it was reported that Apple was considering partnerships with OpenAI and Anthropic for Siri.
I kind of thought they were going to go with Anthropic.
I would have guessed that as well if I would put money on it. It just seems so weird to me that like Apple gets parts of their phone and other things from their competitors, right? Because Google's a main competitor to Apple, and they're like, "Yep, we're going to partner with you for certain parts." But not
What
other
was the other
things.
thing?
Well,
what
you
what
know,
is the other thing
Money
Apple
speaks,
partner?
man.
What's the
Money
other-
speaks. Like I get
don't
it, but
they-
it's just interesting.
Don't they have to pay Google anyway to use Chrome on there or whatever?
No. Google
Maps?
pays
Google
Apple.
pays Apple to have
Oh,
the
that's what it is. It's the other way
search
around.
engine be
Yeah.
defaulted
Right.
to Google.
Yeah, that's
So
what it is.
I wonder how much, like, are they coming out breaking even now?
Yeah,
We'll
they're
let
like-
you have Google as
Yeah.
our main search
I
engine.
bet you
let
that
us
was part
use
of the-
I
I bet-
doubt it. They're paying Apple $20 billion a year.
Woohoo!
Whoa.
But they got
Yes.
that goes. You guys got to ask the question: what do they think Gemini is worth? Then, do you think Gemini's worth $20 billion a year?
Eventually, but
right
at
now.
this
Right
point,
now?
Maybe,
I
yeah.
doubt it.
Yeah.
So one of Apple's main promises when they announced Apple Intelligence was that anything that isn't computed on the phone will be sent to a private cloud and it will be
And on a-
computed there.
Anonymized.
Yep.
That's not.
So
I don't.
That's
think
not how
gonna
Gemini
play.
works.
That's not how Gemini works.
to preserve privacy and
Yeah.
all of what Apple promises that they do over other competitors, they're keeping that promise still.
Really?
It will still run on their own servers. They will anonymize everything. So this isn't running on Google's cloud. This will still be running on Apple's cloud.
So they're
It's just the
literally-
Gemini
their-
model.
They're
in their
literally
own
just
Gemini model.
licensing the model,
The model,
that they're going
yeah.
to run
Yep.
on their own hardware.
And then running it behind their
Interesting.
own their own walled
I
garden.
don't hate it as much now.
Which is why I
Any-
don't think it would cost them $20 billion a year because they're not
no.
using Google's
using
services.
compute.
Anything that
Yeah.
will make Siri better, though, I'm all for because Siri
Oh, yeah.
sucks so
Siri,
bad.
yeah, it's terrible. Oh man, it's terrible.
Even basic things the stupid Siri can't do.
And then Elon Musk threw a little hissy fit. He's like, Google shouldn't be allowed to have this much power. Like,
Well,
Only
Okay,
Grok-
Elon,
Mr. First Trillionaire in the world.
They didn't choose Grok. Ugh.
Elon fixed Grok, so it's not doing CSAM anymore, and then you can say something about not being chosen. How about that?
right, exactly.
You know.
Seriously.
Freaking A. All right. Let's go over to here's an interesting story that came up a couple of weeks ago. We haven't had time to get to it, but it's one of those ones where you read it and you go, "What do you even do in this situation?" So in Europe, there was a single sperm donor who carries a rare cancer-causing genetic mutation, and his sperm has been used to father at least 197 children
Okay, we need to see a picture of
across
him.
14 countries in Europe.
Is he beautiful? Is he smart? Is he the whole package? What
I would-
causes
I would assume-
200 women
I would assume
to choose him out of the
yes,
random book?
because they just go through the book and they see
Yeah.
what-
Owen sounds jealous.
he does.
I'm
Oh,
concerned about what what would make 200 women be like, this dude needs to be my father's child? Like, I need
My
these
child's
genetics.
father, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's known as for alien, for anonymity's sake, donor 7069, alias Kjeld. Kjeld makes it sound like he's probably from like Norway or Sweden, with a nickname like that. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, this mutation is called the TP53 gene, and it codes for a critical tumor suppressor called protein 53 or P53. And the problem is his doesn't work that good, right? Is it that? Wait, hang on a minute. How does it say this? Activates DNA repair process amid damage and can trigger cell death when cell is beyond repair. Okay, yeah. So anyway, this mutation that he has on that gene basically increases the likelihood that the carrier will have cancer to, where was the number here? Like I said, it's been a little while since I read this. 90% chance you'll have cancer by the time you're age 60.
Holy moly, a 90% chance?
90%
Dang.
chance of developing cancer by the age of 60. And over half of the people that carry this gene develop cancer by the age of 40.
Holy shamoly.
Of the 197 children, 67 of the children, let's see, oh, that's what they found. Of the 67 children, they found just by presented the data that was presented in this genetics conference. So they only presented the data of 67 of the 197 children. 23 of those were found to carry the mutation, and 10 of those 23 had already developed cancer.
Oh, man.
It's
Wow.
crazy. So at this point, it is still unclear how many of the 197 children identified carry the mutation, and people in the know of this and around this are working to identify and contact all of them to make sure that they can, get screened regularly and increase their chances of survival. So it's one of those things where it's like something like that's probably going to get missed in all sperm donor situations, because who does a genetic test on every single donor, right?
Yeah, but nowadays that's getting easier and cheaper to do. So you
would think
you could
that
start
they would-
doing that.
This is the thing that I think is going to start that process, right? After an issue like this, I would think that they would want to. Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, man, that is wild.
Wow. Yeah, he's Danish.
So yeah, he began
he's-
donating in Copenhagen in
Yeah,
2005.
2005.
While he was a
and
student.
he passed everything then.
That's what I mean. Like all the
because
tests
they didn't
all
have the
tests
abilities to check that.
Right. All the
then, right?
tests that they did do at the time, which were considered thorough in 2005, I'm sure. It's not going to get caught in those tests, so he passed all these other tests.
His
right?
is it gametes? His gametes were used to conceive 49 children in at least 33 Danish families until 2013.
And then it spread to Belgium, Spain, Greece, Germany, Ireland, Poland, Albania, Kosovo. And
He must be
Kosovo.
the best looking son of
That's
a
the
bee
thing.
I've ever
I would assume-
seen.
I would
need
assume that,
I
and
need
I would
this,
assume
I
that-
need this. I need this medical anonymity thing to go away. So, he needs to write a memoir. I just need to see, like,
Well, do they do like an IQ test or something?
all
before
the things.
Right. So he's probably got a very high
so-
IQ as
so-
well.
Since you've been talking, I've been Googling, and back
course you have.
in October 2025, there's some very public Facebook posts that just says it's from the Guardian of Genome, and one of them says, "Hi, I'm looking for donor number 7069, alias Kjeld, whatever, of the European Sperm Bank. Lives are at stake. Thank you for your help. Contact me at this." And then there's people that are commenting saying, "I'm a Spanish journalist. I'm investigating this case. Would love to get in touch." So that was in 2025. And then this one's not as relevant, but it's pretty great. If you search for donor number 7069, the Fairfax Cryobank comes up. and there's a picture of a child, so you can see what he looked like as a kid. But this is not the same Danish person, I'm almost certain. But imagine all the donor 7069s that are getting a flood of interest now.
Oh, right. Anything that uses the same numbering.
Yeah. So anyway, they don't know who he is. Well, they do know who he is. They're just not releasing it. But I
There's
need
no reason to point out who he is in public because
No.
he didn't do anything wrong.
No, I'm putting
right?
this on my list of someday I want to know what he looks like. It's the 3 C's. I can't.
You have a
control it.
list?
Yeah,
I have
you
a
got
list of. I've got a list
Is
of
it
a
just
lot of
dudes?
things.
Is
No,
it just dudes?
Jaron,
Only
it's a
dudes.
dude. It's a list of things I can't have right now that I wanted that I want someday. So I can't change
Dudes?
it. No, I want to see this. The
I mean,
request is.
not that there's anything wrong with
there's
that.
anything wrong with that.
Oh, okay, because it feels like that. But also, it's just I want to see his face. I don't want to. I don't have a list of dudes. I just want. I have the same thing as.
Binders of dudes.
Got binders of dudes.
I don't have binders. I only have a notepad.
I've got binders of women.
I've got a small digital repository. But I can't change it. I can't control it. So my coping mechanism is that I put on my list of someday I want to see what this dude looks like because I can't fathom people were coming in from France, from Germany, from Norway. They were coming to this clinic for this dude's sperm.
Just picture it. Just pretend he's Henry Cavill.
It's probably Jaron. It's
looks
probably
as-
just a picture of Jaron.
Yeah, that'll bring him running.
Yeah, it's
No,
probably.
I lost my chance.
See, now we're speculating. Tony. Just picture Henry Cavill. No, I don't want a picture. I need to know
Okay, how about Lee Pace? Picture Lee Pace.
who the heck
Oh,
is that.
Lee Pace. I could see that.
Good looking
Who's-
fella. That
who's
Lee
Lee?
He
Pace.
is.
I'm gonna Google that. I don't know who Lee Pace is.
All right. Well, you're Googling Lee Pace.
Uh-oh.
Let's move on to another
okay.
story.
He's-
here.
He's going to make the list. I just know it.
No, he's not on the list because I can see him. He just got removed
Or
from
you
the
like
list.
a little mystery with your dude.
No, it's just a question, Jared. Stop it.
Hey, Owen, it's time for one of your stories.
Good, because mine is a zinger. First of all, if you're the one, I'm gonna
I guess there's
by
a
a
type
raise
of your Band-Aid or something?
by a raise of hands, who put this story on my list? Because I am gonna go full. I'm gonna
Looks
go.
like you're the only one raising your hand, Owen.
You could definitely not
So-
bring this article up. and that
I
would be
could
just fine.
definitely. It's happening now, Tony, because this is my dream.
'Cause
And
I don't-
somebody that knows me,
I
one of you other 3 gents who loves
on your-
me
this is part
and
of your
knows
list?
me.
I clicked the link.
I
I,
don't
should
wanna-
not have clicked the link. I've clicked the link.
I don't want to have to edit things like.
Here we go, Tony.
Talking
This
about
is
sperm
this
donors.
is-
We've already gone
this-
way over the edge.
Let-
for
Remember,
this is
we're
this is right
live.
in this is
Remember.
right in line with sperm donors. I'm going to keep this so family friendly, dude.
Okay.
This is a health device that we're about to talk to.
Okay.
Or talk. It's called MOR. MOR. You know, here's the thing. When did you guys go to CES the first time? That first year, 2020, 2019,
17?
It was
2017?
I think it was 17.
The first year I ever went was 2005.
and then did you guys? The first time you went back is what? 20. You guys didn't go in 2020, did you?
We did 2017 and 2018.
Okay.
And then we didn't go again until last year.
Okay. So 2020 CES, struggling, I would say back then. Probably the last time that conference was held because everything shut down, like March of that next
Of
year. Right?
2020.
Yeah. So January.
Just got
This
a Verge block.
this guy at Gizmodo, which I can't believe I missed this story, but I did. He was wandering around CES and he found what do I always say we need to find when we go there?
You always want to find the sex
dudes.
stuff.
The adult stuff. And unlike
Oh, yeah.
and this year, Jaron even went and put my card at the handy booth. I thought he gave it to somebody, but he gypped me and just left it on the
I
table.
saw the handy thing. I was
So-
wondering if you guys saw that or not.
Yeah.
Oh,
he-
we saw
Owen
it.
saw it.
The crowd around that booth was way too large.
Jaron,
Of course
I
it
gave
was.
I gave Jaron my card, and he said he was going to go over there and give it to somebody, but he just laid it on the table, so now I just look like a pervert.
As opposed to.
I would have had I have
As
been there,
opposed to-
I would have
as-
talked to a rep and been like, here's my card.
That's
Give
what
him
we.
Owen's
That's
card.
what I thought, Land. That's what I thought. You think,
1000%
Lando?
I would've done that.
But he went over there and just kind of just flew through my card, so we can be like, look at that sicko wants
Look
a
at
hand
that guy.
job.
He couldn't even bring himself to make eye contact
Yeah.
to give his card away.
I mean, not making eye contact is very common. Anyway, so
True.
so back in 2020, it's actually, I think it's a Victoria Song. I verified she's not AI. She was wandering around CES and she found this booth and likely in one of the cutting edge sectors, where we were at, where everybody like
Cutting
the wild,
edge, right?
like the
Yeah.
wild scientist guy making his own Slurpees, and it was
the Slurpee guy.
next door is
How
the,
do you-
and this
Next door
is the name that it came with. This is the name that she came up with because it didn't have a name at the time, but it's called the Taint Band-Aid.
How are you going to keep the story family friendly? Because you know what the purpose of this thing's for, right?
It's a health device, Lando. We're going to talk about that.
When do you wear it? During which activities?
You wear it for your own health. Here's the thing.
Okay, Dr. Steve Brule.
So here's the deal. They wanted to avoid so let's get the basics out of the way. This is a wearable that you put on an area that I just said. And it's got an
Starts with a
app.
T and ends with an ain't.
Yep. And it has a companion app. You set, and it's an electrical stim. Let's just leave it for that. And the idea behind it, and what the article says that she first saw, was that it's the leading article in the booth when she was there in 2020 said, premature
Finishing.
finish. Yep. That
You could use the medical term. I'll allow it.
ejaculation.
There you go.
I said it. Jaren, are you okay? That medical term is the number one reason why of male sexual dysfunction, and it was shedding light on that. It was saying that's what we're trying to solve, and so this is supposed to be a stimulator.
It's like a TENS unit for your taint.
Yep,
That's what this
and
is.
and it's supposed to
You're gonna keep it family friendly, Lando.
the attention.
was
we're
really
still
close,
we're
wasn't
still
it?
we're still in the medical zone. I'll allow it, Lando. But
I,
what-
I love my TENS unit
This-
for like back pain, shoulder pain, muscle
I
pain.
bet
I
whoever
have
put
never
this-
once thought about sticking in this area.
Why would you think
why
of
not?
that, right?
Well, if it was wireless, I'm
Why
thinking
not?
about it now. Anyway, so it was designed to help treat this medical condition. That was its impetus, not as a toy or whatever.
We are so in the danger zone right
we're
now.
we're dangerously close, but not as a recreational device. We'll call it that.
That's a good way of putting it. Sure.
And so off it went. Most things like this turn into nothing. Toys. Personal massagers are a dime a dozen. But she followed the guy, the inventor, or whatever, CEO. He kept in touch with Miss Victoria Song, and followed up later. And turns out they went through all of the FDA clearance to get it certified as a medical device. To get FDA clearance, so they tried to sidestep that and just put it out there as a personal massage.
like Hitachi.
Yeah, it taught like those really great back.
Oh, danger,
Those-
Will Robinson, danger zone.
They tried to get it out there as a device, and the FDA said no because it's using electrical stimulation. You got to, and there's a lot more involved in just getting it FDA approved for that. They had to do everything from packaging under pressure, and in the headline of the article. And the headline of the article here, they said they even had to they had to make sure that the adhesive, which is a reapplying adhesive, multi-use adhesive.
Tell you what, no way.
No way.
One use and done.
You
I wanna
notice
say-
how most of Owen's stories
This is not my story, but whoever did it should
he
fess up.
reads like the first paragraph.
No,
It
I'm
feels
not
like
even-
Owen has
I'm not-
researched this.
I spent the
course he
first.
has.
What are we?
Of course
40.
he has.
We're 45 minutes in. I spent the first 20 minutes barely
I don't
listening to you guys
believe that
reading
someone
this
else
article.
posted this when you've been.
Who do you
Here's-
think posted it, Owen?
Jaren 100% did
You
this.
are correct.
I know, and all I have to do is go back. I'm not even going to go check the version history in the document. But so this is the so the glue. They had to make sure the glue. So they had to shave rabbits laying. This was probably tested at your facility,
Laying.
and
old facility.
your old facility. And yeah, that's right. He's not doing that anymore. But and they had to make sure that glue didn't cause rashes that they've decided to do.
Right.
But here is the.
There's more?
There's more.
course
First of
there's
all,
more.
who's got the web page up?
I've got the Gizmodo side up.
Okay, go
The video's
to.
wild, by the way.
Okay,
Don't.
you've got the. You've
No.
got. Go
I
to
don't
the.
think I want to.
Go
Watching
to.
that.
Okay.
It's all
okay.
animated and completely family friendly. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. So Lando, you clicked on the Gizmodo one from earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I want you guys to click on because in the article she goes, so he sent me a picture, a graphic that it will always be burned into my mind.
It's this graphic right
And
here
it's
on the
that
page,
graphic.
Right? That's the video.
The human body one.
The
Yes.
video just takes that graphic and makes it
Right.
so much worse.
Onyx Watcher makes a good point. Animation equals family friendly. Yeah.
Like Pixar.
Yeah.
Like half the stuff from Japan, right?
That's what it's. Yeah.
Family friendly
Yeah.
animation.
So this is an animated story, but
Look at
here's-
Jaren's face. He's watching it.
Yep. Look at him.
That's what I watched doing.
Here's the thing. As they were
Maybe
testing,
it's worth it.
Jaron, I already bought 2. They're
The video
$300 a
here-
piece.
We can play the video if you wanted to.
We're not playing the video.
here's
There's not a
why-
chance in
here's-
hell we're playing the video.
My favorite is it starts off the side of the body, and you see like a red flashing zone. You're like, what's that? Is that in the hand? And it zooms in and then goes from the bottom up of the person. It's
So-
wild.
There is a serendipitous discovery with this.
Oh no.
It
gets
does treat premature
Finishing.
finishing. It does. The electrical pulses, it fixes that. That's a medical miracle for some guys, right, Jaron? So sorry.
This is your story,
so in the
man.
danger
This
zone.
is your story, and you have to listen to everything I have to say about it. But
Right.
during testing, they found that if the what do you call it,
The frequency.
the frequency, no, but more the amplitude.
Amplitude?
If you turn it up instead of preventing, it enhances. And you can set up patterns on your phone in the learning this. Then it truly became some sort of personal, physical health, men's health application. And you can set modes. You can create favorites in your. You can set like favorited
Okay.
pulses and stuff, programs. But yeah, if you want to spend 300 bones. This apparently,
Bones?
I mean dollars. Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
choice
How
of
could
words.
you? How could you, Owen?
Bones, not boners. $300.
All right, Tony, it's time to move this,
Yeah,
the
Tony,
show on
you
the
got to take
road.
control of the show, my dude. That's your
Hey!
I
job.
was just
Hey!
curious
Hey!
where he was
Hey!
going with this.
Hey,
I've been
this-
hearing Owen talk about
Owen,
dudes and
Jaron,
whatever
how
this is
dare
for the
you?
last 20 minutes now.
Jaron, you fed the quarter into the machine.
This-
You
now-
get the result out the end.
Now
It's
you
like
have
a slot
to
machine.
deal,
Sometimes you lose. Well, most of the time you lose. And guess what? I lost.
fit the quarter into the
No.
machine. You have to keep the prize now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The genie's out.
All right, let's talk about. You know what? This.
Can you go anywhere from that?
No, I was gonna say this is
Oh,
worse.
the website's even better. Oh, and if you have not been to the website,
But-
I
or-
have not.
We're gonna talk about how
Yeah,
the
the website's
FCC,
great.
The FCC continues to screw consumers. I'm sorry, it just writes itself.
The FCC used to have a rule which cell phone companies or cell providers had to adhere by. It was that
But they
you were
changed it.
allowed to unlock handsets, aka phones, 60 days after they're activated on the network.
Specifically, these were the prepaid phones,
Oh, so like burners. Okay.
not your contract phones.
Yep. So anyway, Verizon complained to the FCC, and they're like, "Okay, do whatever you want. We don't care about consumers. You don't have to do that anymore."
They don't have to unlock a phone at all anymore. Like
After
the
60
burner?
days. So
Stupid.
Verizon's still part of the CTIA, and CTIA policy calls for unlocking prepaid devices 1 year after activation. So technically, since they're part of the CTIA, they have to do 1 year afterwards. But I mean, there's really nothing.
what's the point of this? So you could take a burner phone to another network and recharge.
You could buy
the
a
minutes on it?
phone on like
Sometimes,
Visible or something, and then unlock it 60 days
Yeah.
later, and you can put it on whatever network you want.
Yeah.
They don't have to do it, but they still could, if you get them right. If you get them the right bandage.
Huh?
Taint Band-Aid. You get them. You send them the right gift.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, they could still. They're not. They just won't.
They
They
won't.
won't. Why
They
would
most
they?
definitely won't.
Because
Why would they?
you're locked onto their network, so you have to buy their
You have
their
to buy their
service.
minutes.
Right? Yeah,
Yep.
their minutes exactly. Their data plan.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
that's
FCC
that's par for the course. With like, remember, they're all honest and good, and they're gonna do what's right because it's right, not because they have net neutrality or anything, forcing them to do it. So
No, we don't care about the consumer in this country anymore.
No,
I'm
it's all about making
clearly.
money and,
Great-
and getting
the
swimming
great part
pools
is-
full of money.
the great
Yeah.
part is I'm almost too poor to be a consumer anymore. So
Makes
Yeah.
it easy.
I'm in the same boat, my dude.
yeah. I'm just here. I'm just living, coasting on the old wave.
So this is something I learned this week. Apparently, you can sue someone if they won't sell you something.
Wait, what?
Yep. So Paramount is now suing Netflix suing Warner Brothers, because they wouldn't take their offer to buy them instead of Netflix buying them out.
This is like
What?
going to mommy and
This
daddy
ha-
and
this-
saying, he won't
this-
play with me.
That's exactly.
They
what
must
this
have
is like.
signed some sort of pre-contract, though, right? Like something to make
No.
this have a legal standing.
Their legal standing is
Wah?
that their legal standing is that Netflix, Warner Brothers did not properly provide the information to their shareholders about why the Paramount deal is better for them than the Netflix deal. That's what they're saying. They're saying they're withholding information from their shareholders. That's going to be a heck of a thing to try and prove in court, right?
Yeah.
From what I understand,
because-
it's mainly around the TV network and how they valued that.
Yeah,
Because Netflix isn't buying that,
They are
whereas
not buying
Paramount
Discovery.
was going to buy that, and Netflix deal is better depending on how the TV network is
But
valued.
it's
So
Paramount,
the
though?
Netflix deal is, and I believe this was happening before Netflix, or at least before it was announced that Netflix was going to buy Warner Brothers. But Warner Brothers and Discovery were going to spin off each other again. So we had the merger a couple of years ago. David Zaslav took over, started ruining everything, and then they were going to spin off Discovery off onto its own thing and keep the movie studios and the TV studios back in Warner Brothers and the comic books and everything like that, all part of Warner Brothers again. And so what Paramount is saying is, well, we were going to buy the whole thing and it was going to be a better deal for the shareholders and blah 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 blah, because Netflix was only purchasing the Warner Brothers piece, not the Discovery piece.
Right.
Discovery was going to be its standalone.
I mean,
its own
prove it.
standalone
Prove
thing
it.
at that point.
know.
That's the thing. So anyway, yes, this is perfect, Onyx. So now that guy at the end of the bar is going to sue the woman for not being interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it. But yeah,
It totally has that energy.
it's got that vibe for sure.
Toxic
Yeah.
man energy.
Mhm.
Toxic
Toxic
masculinity.
man energy.
So now that's going on. Basically the Ellisons are just doing whatever they can to try and throw a wrench in Netflix purchasing Warner Brothers so they can purchase.
Oh, so
Warner
they're
Brothers.
just trying to torpedo the deal
Yeah, so that they
so
can
that they can
Thing
do
is,
it.
like Paramount would take on so much debt,
Paramount
so much
already-
debt
Yeah.
that their interest expense would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why Paramount shareholders would want this.
Exactly.
It's-
And well, that
it's
was
a
their
horrible
whole
move.
and the whole reason that Warner Brothers said they turned him down was that particular thing. They know that Paramount just took out, well, not Paramount, but Skydance, because Skydance bought Paramount CBS, just took on $42 billion in debt for that. And now they're trying to throw another $100-ish billion at Warner Brothers. So they'd be $150 billion in debt at this point. Like,
Oof.
come on.
Yeah,
That's-
it makes sense for the clownfish to eat the shark, right? That's how
Right.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much sense.
I mean, in
Somehow.
this reality, I'm not surprised by anything.
You want to know how he
anymore.
does it? One bite at a time, Jaron.
One joke at a time. It's a clownfish.
Crazy. All right. Well, let's see. So yeah, that's your update there. And then let's see. Do we want to do the OpenAI story or do we want to do the auto-focusing glasses story?
Auto-focusing glasses. End on a high note.
Yeah. The OpenAI one, I can give you that in 30 seconds. Can't time me.
Prove it.
OpenAI
go.
OpenAI wants to hire a new an AI guy for AI harms, and he's going to be responsible for making AI safe.
10 seconds so far.
And I can slow down. So they're going to pay this guy $555,000 a year, full benefits,
20
and
seconds.
and they better include WITSEC because this is a scapegoat for sure.
This is the guy. Yeah, he'll take the blame.
He'll
when
take
things
the
go
blame
wrong.
when things go wrong.
Hey, you did it. 30 seconds.
Holy
Owen,
crap, Owen.
I am incredibly proud of you.
I am impressed too.
Well
I want to
done.
get this story off of the list. It's been coming
there a
over
couple
for a
weeks.
couple.
My
a
favorite
month
part of
now?
the whole story was Jared and I both holding up our phones for timers.
All right, last story. Autofocusing glasses.
This is neat for people who need to both see far and close with glasses. Rather than shoehorning multiple lenses into one lens, like how current bifocals and
Progressive.
progressive
They
lenses
call
were.
it progressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
This got
These
my
are
first
kind of
pair.
like smart lenses, not smart contacts on, smart lenses, where it will focus based on where you're looking.
Ray tracing in real life.
So it will
That's dope.
change the focus of the glasses depending if you're looking far or looking close.
How does it do that?
Magic.
That's what it sounds
Are there science coats and scientists?
Pull the microphone out of your throat, bud.
Come on.
It's liquid crystal lenses. But yeah,
okay.
LCD panels.
So
I understand how the focusing works. I want to know how they know what you're looking at. That's what I want to know.
they have cameras like on the side of the lenses, so you'd have to charge your glasses each night. Not a big deal because you're taking them off to sleep anyway.
That's true.
But the advantage is the available space to whatever you're looking at is much larger than progressives. Because
Yeah.
you'd have to kind of look down for progressives if you're looking at something close. Look straight if you're looking at something far. You wouldn't have that limitation anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you still looking through a transparent lens or are you looking
Yeah.
at a screen?
This is
transparent lens?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if they could put the smart lenses for like heads-up display, like what some of the cooler AR glasses are getting right now,
Yeah.
on top of that autofocus feature for when that would
that'd
make
be sweet,
these
yeah.
the
Never take 'em
coolest- I wouldn't. Yeah, that would be awesome.
The company is called IXI Eyewear. And when you go to their website, like the glasses are not bulky or ugly. They look like normal glasses. So it's not out yet. They're a startup and they're launching soon. But if it does what they promise it will do, this feels like a game changer for
Oh yeah, these
older
just-
people.
These
Yeah.
look like normal glasses.
Yeah. Yep. Very exciting. I would totally be a customer.
don't
I like
see a
their
single
homepage.
Scientist.
Your glasses have stayed the same for centuries.
Oh, these are fantastic.
Now they'll change before your eyes.
They got them like when you scroll down through the page. That is great. That is a great web page too. It
This is
shows
a
the
very-
underneath.
This is very well marketed. This
Yeah.
webpage.
I don't see a single scientist. Oh, they got a guy at the bottom.
Should
Looks
say
like a
it's-
scientist.
Perfect.
That
I'm
guy,
sold.
that model.
Yeah, that model with an earring
like
and
a
a brown
scientist,
coat.
yeah.
He's got the
The
wrong coat on, but it's like you can tell that the
20-year-old
white
model
one.
who most definitely doesn't
Look at the
need
lab
bifocals.
coat. Look at the lab coat underneath though, right? Like you see
You
the
mean his
lab.
T-shirt?
No, it's definitely a lab coat, Tony.
Let him have it, Tony. Let him
Yeah,
have
right.
it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let you have it. That is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for downloading and making it to the end. Before we go, though, big shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/helpdeskarcade. And you get, if you want to throw a couple shekels our way, there's some cool stuff you can get, which Lando's gonna
Digital
talk
tip
about
jar. Digital
right
tip
now.
jar. Digital tip
Digital
jar.
tip jar.
Yeah. So if you throw $1 to our digital tip jar, you get ad-free listening experience via your very own special Patreon feed. You get all 3 shows early, with a special bonus show currently called The Last Call. For $3 or more, access to the super secret Discord also for $1. That's important. That's where the cool stuff happens in the Discord. If you're not there, you're missing out. For $3 or more, you get access to ONGPT. If you like the Owen story today,
It's
the
like
Danger
that.
Zone story, it's like that but better.
I like to dance the edge.
10 minutes of danger zone.
I like edging. I like edging.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
dancing right on the edge.
Let's keep it moving.
Oh, sorry.
I've learned
$6
a lot
more a
about
month.
Owen this episode. I think everyone has.
Freaking goon.
For $6 more a month.
Oh, we just went to NSFW, Tony.
I mean, that's why he's so interested in that Band-Aid, right?
And it's not a Band-Aid. It's a medical device.
Right.
that-
Carry on,
boy.
Lando.
For $6 more a month, you can get Jaron to say whatever you want via your name on Patreon. So you go in there, you say your name. We also send you Christmas cards every once in a while. You never know when they're going to come. Some years you get them, some years you don't. But it's a fun bonus when they do come, and they usually smell good. So yeah, Jaron's going to give us the shout out of the names right this very instant.
Shout out to David Broshinsky. Thank you, David. You're awesome. And I think this one got cut off, but I think you guys will get the idea. Your lower lip has a gentle fullness, Owen proclaims to Jaron. Finish your snack burger, and I will show you my gentle fullness.
Snack burger.
It was a snack. And we got to stop at the same gas station, and I got to prove it.
That was forced perspective. You put your hand really close to the lens.
Shut up,
so
Tony.
The hamburger looks
Tony,
smaller.
also, that's not true. My hands are as small as Jaren's.
Okay. Aaron Faulkner, Connor Keesaw, and Digital Tip Jar. Thank you. All right. Susie works in a shoe shine shop. Where she shines, she sits. And where she sits, she shines.
Dude, in my head, I almost say the S word every time you are talking when you do that.
He does it good.
Where she sits. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Foking Lambo,
Foking
Jason
Lambo.
Eatman, Harry Johnson, Burninated Peasant, Be the 8-year-old. It's worth it just for Owen's stories. Never trust
it
someone
is.
who doesn't like Fallout. Other James, Huge Erection, Geriga Arimas, Tony the Excel and Power Apps Nerd. What, Tony?
Nothing.
No. Okay. Pyman Graphics, Purveyor of Fine Geeky Stickers, Keslow, Eric Steinman, Eric Cruz, in between rating 555, Meh, DP, Buckfutter. What does that mean? Oh, I think you know Trebek. Do you feel macizo?
Bachvater.
You look macizo. Wesley, Adam, Stuart, Lloyd, Get Off My Lawn, and the end.
All right. Thank you so much, Patreon backers. You are awesome. We're out of here. This episode of Helpdesk is over. We'll see you in Last Call if you're a Patreon backer, or in Arcade, or in Helpdesk next week if you don't like arcade stuff. Why would you not, though? It's video games. Video games rock. Until then, though, Lando, take us out.
Hey, make sure you make a list of things that you want that you can't have right now. And don't forget, include the dudes. Be an end user.